Welcome to another episode of the Rugged Homestead. Today, I'm going to be replacing the button on a handheld metal detector. I took up metal detecting as a fun diversionary hobby. I'd run across some videos on YouTube, and everybody was discovering gold and rings and everything left and right. I didn't really think I was going to be finding all that kind of stuff, but I figured it'd be a fun hobby to take up nonetheless. Went out to Harbor Freight Tools, and they have a $50 metal detector there, 9-function metal detector. It's not the top of the line thing, but it's actually not too bad. Has some tools on there to help you weed out like iron and things like that. And it doesn't go very deep, so finding old coins and might be a little bit harder. But again, it's fun going out there an hour or two and digging around, seeing what you can come up with. Found a few things here and there so far. Now, that was before the frigid weather set in. But I have a handheld pointer, which after using the main metal detector and you kind of get down to the general location, you start digging the hole, you use what's called a pinpointer, and you go into the hole with that, and it kind of like isolates where the object might be and allows you to pinpoint where it is. But on the Harbor Freight model, the button has to constantly be depressed to use it. So what I've done is I've gotten a switch that you press the button in and it turns it on, and that way you don't have to constantly hold the button. So I'm going to swap out the one that's in there for the one that I bought, and I figured I'd just show you what I'm doing. So this is the handheld metal detector, the pointer, and this is what hones in on metal. So the button here is what I'm going to be replacing, and so this lets you know that where the object is that you're looking to get. But as I said, you have to keep that button pointed in, otherwise it won't work. So I've got a switch here from Radio Shack. It's a single pole, single throw, push on and off switch. It's a soft wheel switch, so when you push it on, stays in, push it again, turns off. So the buttons look like they'll be about the same size, so I'm hoping just to be able to kind of drop it right in, solder up the wires to the leads here, but I'm thinking this might be a little long. I'm not quite sure what this is going to look like inside. We'll have to see. Hopefully it's a similar setup as this. So got 5 screws to remove, so I'll be doing that now. And they're just small enough for me to completely lose them. Apart, yeah. Okay, so here's the interior of it. Operates with a 9-volt battery. And here's our switch right here. And as I feared, it's a slightly smaller switch than what we've got. So if I move this out of the way and seat this in here, it should still be good. It should still work. Okay, that hopefully I won't have to open up the hole or anything like that. Hopefully I'll just be able to cut the 2 wires, solder them onto here, and pop it in. Maybe this will go a lot quicker than I was expecting. First thing I should do though is actually disconnect this battery. So I come in and snip them off as close as I can. There we go. Now, there we go. And now this one. That should be good. looks good. Here we go. All right. Now we'll lay it down inside and screw the locking nut in place. All right. Let's put the battery back on. All right, that actually makes a nice thing. And that's in there nice and solid. Just a quick fun little project for a cold winter night. So if you like what you see, give the video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel if you don't already do so. And hit that little bell, and that way you'll be notified right away when videos like this are posted. Better yet, leave a comment below and let me know if you're into metal detecting and what, if anything, interesting you found. Okay, thanks for watching.